Today, we're diving deep into the wild ride that is SoFi. I want to unpack some recent developments and share insights about today's market performance, specifically how SoFi fared amidst various factors influencing its stock. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Daily Stock Update. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads and also enter our giveaway. But before that, alert, this is not a financial advice video. To kick things off, SoFi ended the trading day slightly down, closing at a mere 1 cent below yesterday's price. This behavior is quite typical for SoFi, given the current climate. There was a wave of optimism that saw the stock reach a high of $8.53, but then we witnessed a significant sell-off. For those who may not be aware, the market is currently processing the implications of a recent 50 basis point cut in interest rates by the Federal Reserve. This cut is sparking a lot of speculation and concern about what it means moving forward. Interestingly, historical data shows that when the Fed implements its first 50 basis point cut, it often precedes a downturn in the market. While this may sound alarming, it's important to remember that market reactions can be unpredictable. Powell, the Fed chair, expressed some optimism, but noted there would be a lag as the market adapts to this change. It's crucial to keep in mind that short-term unemployment may rise as the economy absorbs these changes. I came across an insightful tweet from Brad that summarizes the key takeaways from the latest Fed meeting. Unfortunately, the visuals aren't accessible right now, but the information is quite telling. Powell hinted at the possibility of another 50 basis point cut, or a combination of cuts, throughout 2024. For instance, as of now, there's a 32.4% probability of a cut by November 7th and a 15.2% chance for a subsequent 25 basis point cut by December 18th. The market appears skeptical, which is understandable given the mixed signals we're receiving. Many investors seem split on the outlook. Are we heading towards a recession, or is this just a temporary blip? I recall a post by Meet Kevin discussing the historical context of the Fed's rate cuts. Notably, they often result in a recession about 50% of the time. We're certainly at a crossroads here, and no one can predict the outcome with certainty. In terms of market sentiment, the Fear and Greed Index remains in the greed zone, indicating that investors are still willing to take risks. This appetite for risk likely contributed to the substantial trading volume we observed today. However, I'm not convinced this volume indicates a broader market rotation. I believe that once we see a decline in unemployment rates and sustained lower interest rates, we could experience a market shift similar to what we saw between 2020 and 2021. As for the short interest in SoFi, we saw a return of 945,000 shares today, bringing the total short interest to 18.95% of the free float, which translates to about 198.32 million shares. The average cost to borrow these shares has slightly decreased to 0.58%, and the short score stands at 71.81. It appears that shorts have been unwinding their positions over the last few days, suggesting they may be feeling the pressure. Now, let's take a look at the options market. There was significant activity, with approximately $12 million in call options traded compared to just $2.21 million in put options. This indicates a bullish sentiment, with 50% of today's options activity leaning optimistic. Many call buyers are betting on SoFi reaching above $9 by the end of this week, although that target might now be a stretch. In terms of put options, there's speculation around the stock potentially dropping below $7.50, but I lean towards a more positive outlook. It's crucial to monitor the current open interest as it plays a significant role in price movements. For instance, there are 61,000 open contracts at the $8 strike price, which could result in around 6.1 million shares needing to be covered if SoFi closes above this level by Friday. This could lead to a gamma squeeze, heightening volatility in the upcoming trading days. After hours, we noticed a flurry of transactions above $100,000, particularly in the dark pool market. This is indicative of large entities positioning themselves, potentially to avoid price swings in the public markets. It's noteworthy that dark pool trading is often associated with short selling or major institutional moves. Overall, it seems there's a substantial amount of trading activity occurring behind the scenes. At the close of trading today, SoFi settled at $8.11, hovering between critical support and resistance levels. The key support is around $8.02, and the next resistance level is at $8.40. Analyzing the charts, it looks like there's potential for a rally if we can break through these resistance points. Reflecting on today's trading, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Did you take advantage of any buying opportunities with SoFi? Or perhaps some of you capitalized on selling calls while the stock was on the upswing. If so, hats off to you for your strategy. I've previously mentioned the importance of researching options trading, as it can lead to profitable outcomes, particularly in volatile markets. In closing, SoFi's technical indicators suggest it may be overbought at this moment. Thus, if we see any signs of weakness, whether in SoFi or the broader market, expect increased volatility and potential pullbacks. Many retail investors were buying the dip today, as indicated by the momentum indicators. While the overall technical outlook appears cautiously optimistic, the next few trading days will be crucial for determining the stock's direction. It's also worth noting that short sellers will likely be active as they try to push the price below the $8 mark. Given that market makers want to avoid covering those significant open interests, so we'll need to keep a close eye on how the situation develops. Friends, that's all we have for you today. What is your opinion about today's video? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.